popping, everybody? My name is Aiden, and welcome back to the Ritual Fashion Tarot channel. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final of the 4 elemental signs, this one being on air signs. Here we go, folks. We are on to the final set here, and today is a Wednesday, if I recall correctly, middle of the week when this goes up. Got any special plans for the upcoming weekend? I do not, unfortunately, but I hope you guys do. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll have a wonderful weekend. And without much further ado, I have shuffled these cards pretty thoroughly. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into this, and may the odds and the gods be ever in your favor. Starting off, we have the Chariot of Helios. Ooh, so you're at the top of your game right now, air signs. You are shining bright. You are the brightest star in the sky right now. You're killing it. You're bringing light to people's lives. You are the light in your own life right now. You are doing great. Air signs, you are doing absolutely amazing right now. Now, where is this going to go? Is this going to go right, or is this going to go very, very not correct? Closest acquaintance? The Wisdom of Solomon. Interesting. Okay. So, it's two ways that could possibly go. Either one, you have come to your friend to ask for their wisdom of what to do next. You're asking for the wisdom of Solomon. Or your friend is the one asking for your wisdom, the wisdom of Solomon. Maybe they're the one asking you for your wisdom since you're so far up, and they're asking like, how'd you do that? How did you get to where you are now? Maybe they're asking for a few tips and tricks, eh? Very possible. Very, very possible. Let's see. Where's your head at? Narcissist's reflection. Ooh. Very interesting. So you're really focused on yourself right now, air signs, which is fine. It's totally cool to be fully focused on yourself for a little while. But just be sure to not shut those around you out. Do not push your close friends, and if you have them family, away from you, lest you end up losing what you have right now and not being able to share your burdens. Very interesting situation here, air signs. Very interesting situation. What's around you? The Flight of Icarus. Very interesting. Okay. So I do believe that this is your friend actually giving you a little bit of wisdom, giving you a little bit of warning here. This appears to be a bit of a conversation, air signs, between you and your friend. You're flying high, you're up in the clouds, you're up in the sun, you're the light of your own life right now, and your friend is telling you, don't become too self-absorbed. Do not fly too close to the sun. Do not take this, process of yours a little bit too far. Do not go too crazy on this. And you're telling them, but no, I'm not doing that. I'm fine. I'm just focusing on myself. I'm not shutting anybody out. I'm just, focusing on myself. But then they're telling you, hey, don't fly too close to the sun. I'm giving you that warning. I'm giving you advanced warning. I'm giving you a good heads up. Don't fly too close to the sun here. So yeah, what do you want? The Ambrosia of Olympus. Pretty simple, really. You want peace. You want things to just be good in your life. And things are good in your life right now, yes. I get the feeling that things in your life are great. You've got a good life. You've got maybe a good income. Maybe you got a stable living space. You seem to be in a very good place in space right now, air signs. But try not to let, how best to phrase this? It's not really selfishness if you're focusing on yourself, but it becomes selfishness if it becomes too much of focusing on yourself. Air signs. It becomes selfishness if you're focusing too much on yourself. So be careful not to go too far with this. Be careful not to focus in too hard on this, lest you lose those around you, lose the faith of those around you. Who's advising you? Hades Underworld. Okay. So this is definitely a process right now. I feel like this is a bit of a phase for you, but I'm not saying that in an offensive way. Far from it. Um, Air signs. I'm not saying that in an offensive way. I'm just saying this is a bit of a phase for you in that you hit a low. You hit a low a little while back is the feeling I get from this. Now you're at an all-time high. You're at an all-time high for yourself. You're rocking the world. You're rocking out your life and you're riding that high. But you haven't yet found the middle ground. The point in which you can find your equilibrium and settle down and say, I'm good right where I am. I can go with the highs. I can rock with the lows. I got this. You haven't yet found that. Air signs. You need to find that. What's your dilemma? The Oracle's vision. Ah, yep. There it is. You need to start considering what you're going to become in the future. Will you remain like this, going through mega highs and mega lows, or will you try and strike a balance right in the middle? That's what I'm suggesting you do right now, air signs. I'm only suggesting that you try and find the balance between it, the balance between the extreme highs and the extreme lows. You've lived a life of extremes, air signs, and that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But you have to remember that sometimes it's nice to come back down to earth and stay there for a while, or stay somewhere in the middle. Either way, it's up to you. Completely up to you. Air signs. What's the power? Atlas's burden. Ah, now you're catching on. Now I'm catching on as well. Okay, I understand why you're doing this now. Air signs. I understand your motivations behind it. You don't want the burdens. You, air signs, do not want the burden of, responsibilities, the responsibilities in your life. You have been through the highs and lows because of these responsibilities in your life. And it feels like they're crushing. It feels like there's a crushing wave of responsibility on your shoulders. Air signs. It feels like there's a crushing wave of it. But there's not. There is no real crushing wave. You just need to draw a line in the sand, turn around, and say this far and no further. That's all you gotta do, air signs, is draw a line in the sand right here and say this far and no further. What's holding you back? The wrath of Poseidon. Ah, you're mad. You're angry. You are angry, air signs. You don't want to, turn around and face this. You don't want to, come back down to earth and face down what you have left behind in your ups and downs. But you must. I know it's tough for you, air signs, but when push comes to shove, I know you can do this. You're highly capable. That's the thing. These highs and lows wouldn't be happening if you weren't highly capable of keeping up with your responsibilities, whatever they may be. You are incredibly capable of doing it. You just haven't found your purpose as to why. You haven't found your motivation. You haven't found your ambition yet. And once you find that, you will truly become the unstoppable force that you believe yourself to be. What's being hidden? The descent of Persephone. Ah, you're already on the decline again. You are already beginning to set up the decline. Air signs. You're already started on that path. Don't let it happen again. air signs, do not let yourself fall too far again. Because you absolutely can do this. You absolutely can, make this happen. But you must realize that in order for you to balance the highs and lows, you must come to terms with your responsibilities and face them head on. You must draw a line in the sand, and say this far and no further. And again, this is just my advice. Feel free to take it with a grain of salt or not even take it at all. It's just my advice. Can you succeed? Medusa's gaze. Ah, there's your friend warning you. There they are again. I was wondering when this friend would show up. Your friend is telling you to be careful what your next move is. Do not let yourself fall down this pit that you feel like you're falling down again. Do not let it happen this way. You can feel free to come down slowly, and you might hit a little bit below your balance before things start off. Like there's no reason to be afraid of hitting a little bit below the mark of where you want to be. That's totally okay. A little bit below is expected, if anything. But as long as you bounce back just enough so that you hit the balance, or maybe even a little bit above it, that's fine. As long as you just have a little bit up, a little bit down, or somewhere right in the middle, you're all set. What happens in the end? The Argonaut's voyage. There you go. Now you're getting it, air signs. Now you're catching on. You have finally found your reason to draw that line in the sand, and you have set off on a new journey. A journey to face down these responsibilities, conquer them, if anything, and live your life to the fullest as you have been. Except this time without the extreme highs and lows and just some nice, steady highs and lows. Very nice, air signs. Now, when's this all happening? The Sibyl's prophecy. Oh, this is not soon. Okay, no, this is not soon. Air signs. This is not gonna be a thing that's gonna happen soon. This is gonna happen feels like 3 or 4 months out at the least. Maybe even I'm saying 3 or 4 months, but this could be outwards of 6 months out, is my gut instinct. 3 to 6 months is your time frame for this. And it's not going to be a fast process. It's going to take a bit of a learning curve. Just like your highs and lows, there's going to be a curve to it. Major learning curve. But you got this, air signs. Be free like the wind, yet steady like the ground. Okay, a quick recap, and then we'll go and end things off. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video thus far. And please, if you have been enjoying the video, go check me out on Twitter. I do some exclusive readings over there sometimes. And if you don't see your reading up yet, chances are it's out over there. So please, go check me out. Okay, now for the recap. You are living the dream. In this future here, this is not happening right now. So when I say, it's happening right now, I don't mean it's happening like 3 to 6 months. You're living the dream. And your friend's telling you, hey, be careful not to fly too close to the sun. Be careful not to overextend yourself or get too self-absorbed. You might lose those around you. But you're like, no, I got this. I got everything I want. I'm good right now. And, you do have everything you could ever want right now. Air signs. But you haven't yet found your balance. You haven't yet found the balance that will help you stabilize from these extreme highs and extreme lows. Because right now, this was an extreme low. This was you, before this reading, coming out of it, this was you in the darkness about to hit your new high again. And you realize that in the future, you don't want to be hitting these extremes. You want to be able to bear the weight of the responsibility on your shoulders. You want to be able to handle it without, sinking or rising too crazily. And it infuriates you that you do, because you can feel yourself already beginning to sink. But your friend gave you one last warning, and this time you were listening, and you were listening well. And you, air signs, finally figured out why you want to bear these responsibilities. You figured out a reason, a purpose, a mission to fulfill these responsibilities. You figured out a reason, a motivation behind it. I'm proud of you for that. And on that cheerful note, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a single one of my videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, folks. And we are at 768 as of the time I'm recording this. We are only 7 subscribers off of 775. I know we can hit this before the end of the month, folks. So please, smash like, smash subscribe. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, folks.